Yeah, hey, I'm the sports addict. Welcome to the zone. Breaking down the game like a king on the throne.
What's up, everybody? Welcome back to Sports Addict. And like always, this is where sports, it's all that matters. And today I'm joined by Dr. Mary Jim Jebbia, also known on Instagram as Baker Radiate, anthropologist, proud Raiders supporter, USC fan, and currently studying for the California bar exam. And she works toward becoming a full attorney. Since it's the off season, we're diving into fandom story, rivalry, culture, Raiders versus Niner energy, Laker Nation memories, and we'll wrap it up with some USC versus Fresno State, SoCal versus NorCal talk. Well, thank you, Mary, for being here today.
Yeah, thanks for having me. I'm super excited to be here.
Okay, so we'll dive into the first question. What made you become a Raider fan in the first place?
Oh man, my dad, he gave me this burden when I was born. My dad also, so I'm from a USC family. My dad went to
Mm-hmm.
USC and he loved Ronnie Lott and Rod Martin and Marcus
Mm-hmm.
Allen and just all the
All the
Trojans.
greats. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, yeah. So I'm kind of an LA Raider fan, but when they moved back to Oakland, I still followed them and actually got to go to games there. So now we're just hoping for some improvement.
Yeah. Yes, for me it's like I wasn't a football fan really until I was like 13. And
Okay.
also I became a I like how the defense was playing during that year. I looked at the Raiders, but they were not doing that well. So,
No. Oh,
when Harbaugh was there, how he had us playing that defense, Patrick
oh, you
Willis
picked the
and
right
all the
time.
yeah,
Yeah.
so that's why I was looking at all the things that honestly I didn't know anything about football. I know the quarterback, I know the small things, not everything. So when I saw the nine, I'm like, I always thought football was physical. So I'm like, I like how they play. So I was
Yeah.
like, I support this. And it looks like that's how I always saw football.
Yeah, that's
Physical,
fair.
aggressive. So yes, because I didn't know
That's
anything until I started like watching it. Got to learn a little bit more about the every team, and stuff.
yeah, I'm still learning every day. There's something
Yeah.
new.
New rules, new things.
Yeah.
All right, who was the first Raider you remember watching? It can be anybody.
I mean, I think
If you have one, if not, we can go to a different question.
I mean, it's that's actually a really good question. No one's ever asked me the first Raider I remember like actually seeing in person. Honestly, probably Derek Carr. Because I mean, I grew up with the Raiders. They weren't so good in the 90s when I was growing
Right.
up. But like I
Mm-hmm.
remember Rich Gannon and I like I I think the first like Raider that I remember like people like really talking about and my dad talking about was Derek Carr and like he was with the team for so long that I think he has to have one of the biggest memories, of
Yeah,
the
because he was
fandom.
there. Yeah, he was there for quite some time.
Yeah, he is a loyal like Raider. I can't knock him for that.
Yeah, he stayed there for a while. Yeah. What
Yeah.
about Tom? What about Tom Flores?
Oh, for sure. I mean, I just saw that he got inducted into the Hispanic NFL Hall of Fame,
Yeah, I
and
saw that. I saw your post there.
oh, so proud. Like there are three
Yeah.
Raiders on there. That's like
No,
so cool.
even though I'm not a Raiders fan, but Tom Flores is he lives 21 minutes away from me. Like,
Oh,
like from the next city, I'm in Fresno, California. He's in Sanger, which is like 21 minutes away from where I'm at.
that's so cool.
Yeah, then I researched and he went to my local community college where I went.
Oh,
So,
amazing.
so I was like, oh, even though I'm not, his middle school named the stadium Tom Flores Stadium in Sanger.
That's awesome.
Yeah, so it's like even though I'm not a Raider fan, it feels cool like to have somebody close, not just Derek Carr.
Yeah, absolutely.
What makes Raider Nation different from other fan bases?
Oh man. We are I'm sure I'm sure in some ways this it feels like this for every fandom, but I think the Raider Nation prides themselves on loyalty, even when we're going through the worst of times. And I think they also pride themselves on inclusivity. Like it, I know Raider fans that are from every ethnicity, political background, speak different languages, like they're from even different countries. And that makes me proud to be a Raider fan because to me, like sports is kind of one of the last things that can bring us together, which I know sounds cheesy, but I really think it's true. I know Raider fans that are like
No,
different
yeah,
from me
yeah.
in every way.
Yeah, I seen different Raider fans. I know what you mean.
Yeah,
And then Niners, I think we travel like
you
well.
do.
That's
Definitely
what
very well.
yeah, that's what I'll see. Like that's what makes us different. We travel well. You guys have like different people from different backgrounds. You guys are united, no, doesn't matter like how your season's going, you guys are united and stuff.
Yeah,
I don't
yeah,
see a
that's
lot
true.
of teams like that.
No, that's true.
No, so that what makes us different, your team and mine. Okay, what does the Raider Niner rivalry mean to you?
Yeah, I know it's fierce. It's funny because I know I think about the fact that like it it's still so strong. Um, it makes me feel like the Raiders still belong in the Bay to a certain extent because
Hmm.
I think we're kind of like a family too. Like I've definitely had some intense moments with Niner fans, but I have so many friends and even family members that are not still Niner fans, and
Hmm.
I we shared location and also I think the ethnicity piece is important too. Like there's a ton of Latin fans in each fan base, and I do think
Hmm.
that we find unity in that. I actually got to go to the Super Bowl with the Niners and the Chiefs, and
Hmm.
people were like, "Well, who are you rooting for?" And I was like, um,
You're like,
I'm
which
like,
side? Yeah, I get it. Which side? One side is your division rival, the other one is, your other rival when you were in the Bay, So it's like, which one you pick?
yeah, and it's like Raider fans were very torn. They like some people were like, "How could you root for the Chiefs? They're in our division." And people in the Bay were like, "I don't know, Niners are
I
our
don't
rivals
know.
too."
Yeah,
But
but I think it's more division rival for me.
I think so. Yeah, yeah,
Yeah, for me, it's like when they were in the Bay, I feel like it was more important, but for me, it's still like same thing. For me, it's not like they never move. To me, it's like same rivalry, same everything, even though they're in Vegas and we're still in the Bay, for me, it's the same for a lot of people, it's not, doesn't feel the same.
yeah. I do you is the Central Valley? Do you find it like to be pretty divided too between Niners, Raiders, or
Honestly, I think there's a lot of Raiders and a lot of Niners more than
yeah?
anything else. No other team. You can see a few other teams, but you mostly see Raiders and Niners. Then, because of Derek Carr, you have more Raiders, but it's about the same, I'll say.
Okay, yeah.
What is your favorite Raider memory, if you have one?
Oh, that's yeah. I have so many. I mean, I have to say probably um go I think this is a funny memory. I started going to the Raider games in Oakland when I met my now fiance, and
Mm-hmm.
I was teaching at Stanford at the time, and
Okay.
it's a little bit of a different lifestyle, I
Mm.
guess.
Yeah.
So I was at a game, and my fiance, dresses up sometimes, and so someone
Mm-hmm.
wanted to take a picture with him, and it turned out
Yeah.
that person was my student. And so
Yeah.
when they recognized me, they were like, "Oh, Professor Jebbia." And I was like, "Oh no, please don't report me to
Yeah, that I'm here.
yeah." But it turned
Damn.
out great. It was a really funny memory, and they got a picture, and like
Oh,
it's
that's good that nothing else happened. It was a funny,
yeah,
good memory.
I gave them a good
Uh,
grade. So
yeah, you're like you're silent. I'll pay you with that, your silence.
yeah.
Yeah, so for me, like probably going to for me, it's probably going to a Niner game,
Okay,
especially because
yeah.
there was like a rematch game, with the Ravens and stuff.
Oh, that's
So I was
brutal.
like,
Yeah.
yeah, I was like, first time coming, we have to watch this one. Well, at least we won. I'm like, for every time I go to a game, we always win. So I'm like, I should go every time then.
Yeah, you should. The lucky
Like
charm.
every sports team. All
Yeah.
right, what's the toughest Raider loss for you?
It's man, there's been quite a few, haven't there?
Yeah, like how about the 2002 AFC divisional playoff? The
Yeah,
controversial play.
I mean, there's been so many of those.
Yeah,
I
but
think
that one's like the most talked about one, the tuck
yeah,
rule and
that's
all
probably
that stuff.
true.
I mean, for me personally, it was a fun, but I don't know what you think. Guys, I
And now
still
he's our
agree.
owner, so that's our partial owner, so that's pretty
That's fu-
weird.
yeah, that's funny. Like first, this happens now. Things change.
Yeah. I I mean the postcard, the index card game is another like one that
hmm
people are upset about. I think in some ways I'd rather like even this year, losing to the Bears on that field goal,
hmm
um, what like was heartbreaking. But I think I'd rather lose like that than just get blown out. Like,
Right, like a close game. That's what I like to see sometimes.
yeah,
Doesn't
it's
matter if you keep
heartbreaking,
rolling.
but
Yeah, it is still, but if it's a 3 point or by a field goal, I'm fine with it. So
at
I'll
least you
take
were
it
in it,
because
you know?
yeah, because it was a close game, especially if it's a bad call at the end. I'm like, okay, I'll let that one slide because it's like
Right.
it's the refs' fault.
Yeah,
Players did what they did the right play, but right play calling, but referees.
they're the worst. They're all of our enemies.
Yeah, yeah, especially for the Niners. That's how we see it.
Yeah, that's
That's
fair. There were
yeah,
some,
because there's some controversial calls in the Super Bowls and stuff.
yeah, that's right. Yeah. Yeah. Even in the playoffs, how were the playoffs for you this year? I mean, I know that Seattle was pretty brutal, but
Yeah, I kind of didn't expect us to beat the Eagles because I knew they were strong. But once we
uh,
lost Kittle, I'm like, yeah, if we win this game, we're done the next game. So I kind of saw that coming because
yeah, the
Seattle was
injuries
playing
were
well.
tough.
Yep, Shanahan for me deserved like Coach of the Year.
He really has, I mean, playoffs every year. Like Brock Purdy, even like being the last quarterback drafted, and
Yeah, and then
now,
with all the injuries, I was like, he should win because he's doing whatever he can, adjusting every game, every week, and
yeah,
he still
that's
didn't win.
true.
I'm like, okay, there's something wrong with it. All right, moving to the next topic, Laker Nation now.
All
What made
right.
you become a Laker fan?
Yeah, that's a good. I also my dad, and I probably similarly, I I was well, I was pretty young when like during the Kobe Shaq era, but I was also playing basketball, just
Okay.
like on a travel team, so I,
Mm-hmm.
really connected with that era of basketball, and I also loved USC basketball, so it was a good
Mm-hmm.
time to be a basketball fan in LA.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, for me, it was like, yeah, even though I didn't watch the Kobe Shaq era, I like the history, Kobe
Mhm.
in general. So that one made me a Laker fan. Because when I was five, I was like a Jordan fan, except
Yeah.
Space Jam.
Oh yeah.
So
Best
that's
movie
why,
ever.
yeah, the first one, not sorry, LeBron, no issue with him, but I'm more of the original one. So
Yeah.
that's why yeah, but when I started watching, I'm like, yeah, Jordan's long gone. So I'm like, that's when I saw Kobe.
I mean, both greats. Yeah. I
Yeah, so
definitely respect for both.
yeah, exactly. What's your best Laker memory?
I think the Laker parade after they won the second championship with Kobe and Shaq. I got to go to the
hmm
parade. My parents took me, and like that's just a spectacle on its own. Like there were tons of people.
hmm
It just like that feeling of like everyone in the city is out there. That was really
Yeah.
cool.
Yeah, I've
Um,
been wanting to go like when we won in 2020, but there was no parade. So I'm
yeah.
like, there's no point of me going because there's not gonna be anything.
We missed we yeah, and the Dodgers too didn't get that per I mean now they're like fine, but that was
Yeah,
a
so
bummer. We
yeah, it
missed
sucked.
out.
It didn't feel the same, without
Yeah.
the parade. It feels something's missing. For me, probably was like Kobe's last game,
Yeah.
61 points.
Dang. Yeah.
That was
He
like
never
the
quit.
yeah.
That was him.
What's the biggest Laker win during your time as a fan, if you have one?
I think um that's a great question. I want to say in 2004, was it 2004, that buzzer beater shot against the Spurs. Am I like totally making that up?
Yeah. No, you're right. You're right. Yeah, yeah, I
I
remember.
remember
Yeah.
that just being like, what? Like that's
Yeah.
that's one of those moments you're like,
Yeah, they
oh
have to
my
go
God.
they had to go review it and stuff.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah, yeah,
So
yeah, you got the right one.
that I remember just being like,
Yeah, it was I've seen the replay like several times on YouTube, so I'm like, yeah, I know they didn't expect
that's a good
that play to
one.
happen. Yeah. For me, probably winning the championship in 2020.
Yeah, that was
And
epic.
yeah, and that one or the Celtics one as well.
Oh yeah, beating the Celtics feels great every time.
Yeah, yeah, because everything they did to us when Bill Russell was there, all
Ugh,
that
they're
during
good
that
again
time.
too. So
Yeah. So,
yeah.
what's been the toughest Laker loss for you, if you have one again?
I think I mean even just it like just recently like seeing like I like LeBron James and I don't, some people hate having him on the Lakers, some people love him.
Hmm.
if he's a Laker, I'm happy, but I think just seeing them not get to the next level. Like you watch them play and
Hmm.
you're like they're a good team. Getting Luca was really epic and I think seeing them lose to the teams that are the best, like OKC, it's you just kind of have that longing like we need real Lakers basketball back, we need to
Yeah, and
dominate again.
yeah, especially when we're missing shots. I'm like they're good shots if when we're missing too many for me. I
Yeah,
think
that's
that
frustrating.
Yeah, I think that's like for me, I think that's like the biggest loss. Like, cause we have chance to obviously take the win, but too many missed shots. I seen
Yeah,
some of the
that's
games this season, like I'm like, we need to make better shots.
yeah, like what's the point of basketball, guys?
Yeah. Who is the greatest Laker of all time?
Oh man. I mean, I
Uh,
think I think it has to be Kobe, right? Like
yeah, same here.
I
Kobe,
love
yeah.
Magic Johnson too. My dad was a huge Magic fan. Loved
Hmm.
his like team play, but
Yeah, but
like
Kobe was different, his mentality and stuff. Like Kobe was just built differently.
he really was like mentally just I I think that the city of LA and even California, like we have our legends for sure. I think Steph
Hmm.
Curry is a legend too. But I think Kobe has this connection to LA that just is so unique. Like even with Shohei Ohtani now, I hope that like that develops further, but
Hmm.
it's Kobe just has this godlike, presence in
Yeah,
LA.
yeah, yeah. So that's why I agree with that one. Lake Kobe's.
Yeah.
Where were you when you heard about Kobe's passing away?
This is wild. I was driving my now fiance to we were throwing him a surprise birthday party. And
Oh, damn.
so it was really I had two friends in the car, and we were driving in the Bay Area and we heard the news and I was like trying to like keep my emotions in check because we're going to this like surprise party, but it was
Hmm.
also you probably felt this way too. It was just like I couldn't believe it. Like I thought it was just fake. It
Yeah,
took
when I heard, I'm like, we had to look everywhere. My phone,
yeah,
I had to look on social media, Google, everywhere. I'm like, this has to be not true. I mean,
yeah,
if it was a different, I thought it was a different player. I'm like, if it's a different player, I hope he's same with Kobe, they're everything. They're,
yeah,
you know, okay. But once yeah, okay, it was when they were like not a lot of, what was going on. They were only told there was helicopter accident. That's it. Then when they say Kobe, I was like, ah, dang.
Yeah,
Yeah, I couldn't.
it was rough.
Yeah, I couldn't like go through it. I think the whole day I was looking at my poster that I have in my room. So
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
yeah. What were your thoughts when LeBron joined the Lakers?
Yeah, I mean, man, that was like a contested. Um I think I was excited. I'm a fan of, like, we know that LeBron is a winner, and he
Hmm.
has I do think he's a good leader. So I was excited. I think, like, again, I knew in my mind, like, he's never gonna kind of have the place that Kobe, or even like Shaq. Also, I know there was like conflict there, but like those
Hmm.
years with Kobe and Shaq were just so fun because
Yeah,
they
they were
had this.
magical.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, because no matter what they were like, conflict and stuff, they always found a way to win.
Yeah. So I'm always like rooting for LeBron. I think maybe he's it's amazing how long he's played.
Yeah, for
So
me, LeBron is top three all time.
yeah, he's an incredible athlete. I really.
Yeah, for me, it was like, LeBron, switching teams again wasn't too pleasant to me. If I'm like, he's still a Laker, everybody's welcome. As
Yeah,
long as
I feel
as long
that.
as they yeah, as long as they win a championship, I'm fine
Yeah.
with it.
Hopefully we can get another one for LeBron and Luca at some. I
Yeah.
mean,
What was your
gotta,
reaction to the Luca trade?
man, again, I was like, wait, what? Like, that that was a fun day, because like I really felt like, I think a lot of like Laker fans were like, we definitely won that trade. And
Yeah, we
now seeing
definitely
Luca,
did.
like, just he's given so much back to the city of LA, and
Hmm.
he's so good with fans. I'm so happy that he's on our team now.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah, I knew Magic had talked about that he was gonna bring Luca, but I'm like, he's just saying that hopefully he does, but they did. I think they listened to him.
yeah,
He said it for several years when he was, basketball operations. He was like, I'm gonna bring Luca and this and that. I'm like, hopefully he does, but he didn't do it, but he probably put the idea there.
it's pretty crazy. Yeah.
Yeah, nobody expected that trade. When I heard, I'm like, yeah, it better be true. All right,
I
then. Are the Lakers true contenders this season, in your opinion, looking at the
yeah,
teams so far?
I think at full health, like, we have a good squad. Like, Austin Reeves is also great, and we have
Yeah.
some younger guys.
Hmm.
Um I don't know. I know LeBron can like go ham when it comes down to the playoffs, and he fights for everything till the last,
Hmm.
buzzer. But I it's just, you see teams like OKC, and they're tough. They're tough to beat. And somehow the Nuggets really just have our number.
Yeah, true,
So
true. For me, I think we'll make the playoff. I think we're still not ready to take the next step,
I think
honestly.
that's right. Yeah.
All right, before we wrap this up, we're gonna focus on college football, like I mentioned earlier.
All right.
What made you become a USC fan?
I was definitely born into the USC fandom. So my grandmother went to USC, and then my dad. Um, and my mom also got a degree she got her master's at
Hmm.
USC. She went to Mount Sac Community College, and then Cal
Hmm.
State LA, and then
Yeah.
USC.
Hmm.
So it's been kind of in my
Blood,
um
basically.
yeah, been in my blood. But
But
I went to USC games as a kid. I never got to see Marcus Allen play, but I definitely, like, I saw him in the stands sometimes, or like in the at the Coliseum, and that was really cool.
mhm.
And it was just a family thing. My entire family would go, and um it was, my cousin got to play in the Rose Bowl. He was a punter in
Hmm.
1996, so that
Okay,
was a
that's
fun
cool.
memory.
Yeah, for me, I became Fresno State fan because that's like what we see here,
Yeah.
Fresno State games every Saturday, like during the season, people fans like makes the community, come together basically
Yeah,
here.
absolutely.
So that's why I'm like, so I always grew up with, Fresno State, and stuff like that. Even though I didn't watch it when I was younger, until I became a student there, yeah, that's when I started.
That's awesome.
I went to all the games when I was there,
Nice.
so that's why I became a little bit closer to them. What is your first USC football memory?
Got to go back pretty far. I there is a I did one of those like picture painting things. I'm like in a
Hmm?
USC outfit. I think I'm like 3. And I
Oh,
had like the
gotcha.
handprints, you know.
Hmm.
Um, but I think my first like the first thing I can actively remember is going to the Rose Bowl with USC in it. Um,
Okay.
I honestly can't remember if we won or lost that game, but like I remember USC being in the Rose Bowl all the time. So
Yeah,
yeah,
back in the early 2000, huh?
the good old
Okay.
days.
Yeah. Yeah, all right. Hold on. Oh, for me, it's like going to the Davante Adams,
Oh, that's awesome.
retirement jersey ceremony.
That was
They
really
didn't,
cool.
yeah, I actually got to go. So I mean, I didn't know they were going to retire his jersey until that week. I'm like, oh, lucky me, I get to see a re jersey retirement.
Yeah, that's really cool.
Yeah. What makes USC football different?
I think the history of football in LA is kind of interesting because like we've had the Rams for a long time. They
The
left. We had the
Raiders too.
Raiders. They left. So for I think USC and UCLA have been the consistent teams for 100 years. So
Mm-hmm.
I think like USC and UCLA football in some ways are still as big as Raiders, Rams, Chargers. And a lot of people kind of still are warming up to the NFL, but because they've just been college football fans here for a long time. So, like, a USC game has always had, it's always been really crowded. There's always been celebrities. Uh,
Yeah, I
it's all,
see.
it's like it's a whole thing. Um,
Mm-hmm.
and the Trojan family is awesome. I think Fresno State, like I know that when I was a student at USC, we always had respect for schools like Fresno State, where there's just this like family, like even when you graduate, if someone else went to your school, you want to help them out, you want to give them a job, like there's just like a connection there that I think USC and
Yeah, I think
some other schools have that.
Yeah, I think we're similar,
Mhm. I think
even though
so.
you're SoCal, we're
Yeah.
NorCal, I feel like we're the same. For us,
Yeah.
it's always trying to, be the underdog, trying to win important games.
And yeah,
So
sometimes, yeah,
what makes US, oh wait, I think how real is the USC UCLA rivalry?
yeah, it's pretty big. I think it's funny because I'm in law school now, and a lot of my classmates went to UCLA, so I have to be like,
Oh,
well, but it's uh, it's always going to be a rivalry. It's a fun time. It can get pretty serious, like especially when it's at the Rose Bowl. I think like sometimes things get violent, but
hmm.
like a lot of people want to go to that game, even if they're not like big fans, because it's like it's Red Sox, Yankees, Giants, Dodgers, it's
Yeah,
one of
important
those.
rival. Yeah, but this one is college football, and
Yeah.
South, SoCal, Southern California, two of the biggest schools. So I get it because I'm from North Cali, so I don't know how the vibe is during that game.
Yeah.
When USC plays Fresno State, how do you view the matchup?
Every time I've seen Fresno State play, they're a team that fights till the end. Um, they're a program that like no one should sleep on. I've seen USC. I think I've seen USC lose to Fresno State in person. So
Oh, okay.
I always feel like they're not a team to be taken lightly, and
Hmm.
if they are, like that team's going to get punished. So and I've always had great respect for Fresno State. Just Derek Carr. A lot of my friends went to Fresno State because a lot of Raider fans are in Fresno or the Central
Hmm.
Valley.
Yeah,
So
yeah,
yeah,
that's right. That's true. That's true. Like that's how we are here. We play the good teams better, I
yeah,
think,
really,
than the worst teams. With the bad teams, we play like less cautious.
yeah,
That's why we end up losing. But with the good team, we put up 100%.
that's right.
We could have fight. Is the SoCal versus NorCal rivalry real?
I think so. I think when it comes to it's funny because when it comes to like other people talking about California, I think we all band together and we're like, no, we're the best. But there's definitely like a lot of rivalry between all the, I mean, Giants, Dodgers, Niners, Rams, and the Central Valley is interesting because it's like such a mix of different fandoms, but I do think we all feel united in some sense too.
Yeah,
So
because we're still California, just
yeah,
different. One is Southern California, this is Northern California.
yeah, we're an interesting state.
Yeah. Since you're a Raider fan, how do you view Fresno State knowing Derek Carr and Devontae Adams came from there?
Yeah, it's a big like Fresno State is a big deal to Raider Nation now, especially because of Derek Carr and Devontae Adams and some other players that have come through the Raiders. And I know a lot of people go have season tickets to Fresno State games and regularly go like, and I know fans that have gone to like the Fresno State game on Saturday and then drove to Vegas overnight and went to the Raider game. So
Oh, that's a lot of things to
yeah,
do.
committed.
Well, one game, then travel.
It's a
Yeah,
lot.
that's a lot. Yeah, for
Yeah.
me, it was like, yeah, it's cool to see like that we have professional athletes who played in Fresno State now they made it to the big leagues.
Yeah.
Not just for football, we have Paul George
Yeah, that's
also
true.
play Fresno State. Then for baseball, we have Aaron Judge. So it's
Yeah,
like
that's true.
we have several players, which is nice to see. My hometown have a lot of talent.
Yeah. Central Valley
Uh,
has a lot of like football, like Jordan Love and Josh
mm,
Allen, and
yeah,
it's a
a lot of.
good spot.
All right, final question for wrap up things. If USC and Fresno State play tomorrow, what's the score?
Ooh, I think probably like 35 to 32, maybe. I think not I'm not
Yeah.
the biggest fan of USC's coach right now, but
Hmm.
he's he's a good offensive mind, but I think Fresno State's come into play. Um, I think their defense is good. So
Yeah, I think that
it's a
I saw
close
the
game.
schedule. I think they're playing this season
Okay, yeah.
in
That's always a
LA.
fun time.
Yeah. So I feel like for us, it's like we have a new coach, so this will be his second year once the
Okay.
season starts. So, I mean, I feel like it'll be a close game if we get a quarterback who can play.
Absolutely.
All right, before we wrap up, where can people follow you and keep up with your content, especially Raider Nation?
Oh yeah, thanks. So on Instagram, I am Baker underscore Raiderette because I also like to bake. And on TikTok, I'm Gem the Baker, and then my fiance and I have a YouTube channel called We Raider.
Okay, okay, okay. I'll make sure to put the links down below. And this has been another episode of Sports Addict, where sports, it's all that matters. And don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. And I'll see you guys on the next one.
Yeah, sports addict, we out of here, but we never stop grinding now. I'm a sports addict. Na, 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 na.